Hello, students. Good morning. Welcome back to your sixth lecture of English grammar. In last two lectures, we learnt about the nouns. What are the nouns? What are the common nouns? And what are the proper nouns? Let's see what will we learn here in this lecture. First of all, we revise the previous knowledge means we will revise all the three definitions which are nouns, common nouns and proper nouns. And then we will see the example in the sentences of a common noun and a proper noun. And then I will give an introduction of the collective nouns. And then we will see the definition of the collective nouns with some examples. And then I will give an exercise for your homework. In our last two lectures, we learnt about the nouns. First of all, what are the nouns? Then, what are the common nouns? And what are the proper nouns? Have you remembered that? Let's revise them. First of all, nouns. What are the nouns? The name of a person, place, animal and things are called the nouns. You can say also the nouns are called the naming words, right? What are the common nouns? The common noun is used for a person, place, animal or thing whenever they are in a same kind. Then the common noun never begins with a capital letter. These two things just keep in your mind for the common noun. What are the proper nouns? Proper noun is a special name of a person, place and sometime animals when we are talking about our pet animals. Days, festivals, mountains, rivers, etc. The proper noun always begin with a capital letter. So these two things of a proper noun just keep in your mind. Then you can understand that how to remember both the nouns. In our last lecture, we have seen many examples of words of a common noun and proper noun. But here we are going to learn the new exercise, how to identify the common noun and proper noun in the sentence and what we do according to the heading. How do we attempt the question according to the heading? So, let's see the example in the sentences. First of all, just read the heading. Question of the sentences. What is the heading say to us to do in this exercise? Is that circle the common noun and underline the proper nouns. The meaning of the heading is whenever you find out the common noun in the sentence, you have to circle them, and whenever you get the proper noun in the sentence, you have to underline them. Okay? Let's see the sentences. First sentence is Nikki was playing with a dog in the garden. Whenever you read the sentence, just pick out how many nouns are there in the sentence. Do you know how many nouns are there in the sentence? Yes, there are 3 nouns in the sentence. Which are they? Nikki, dog, and garden. Tell me, Nikki is a common noun or proper noun? Nikki is a name of a girl, so it is a proper noun. Dog, we can use word dog for any dog. Here we don't have a particular name of a dog, so it is a common noun. And for garden also, we don't have any name of the garden, so it is also a common noun. So what can we do? So we have to read again the heading, circle the common noun and underline the proper noun. Means whatever proper noun in the sentence, we have to underline them, and whatever the common nouns in the sentence, we have to circle them. Then Nikki is a proper noun, so underline it. Okay. Now we are moving on the dog. So dog is a common noun. So what can we do? Yes, circle. So circle on the dog. And then garden. So garden is also a common noun. So circle on the garden. Have you understand? How can you attempt this question? Okay, let's move on. Next question, next sentence. Kruti has a cat. Its name is Lucy. As I told you, whenever you read the sentence, just pick out the nouns. How many nouns are there in the sentence? How many nouns are there in this sentence? Yes, 2 nouns. Which are they? No, there are 3 nouns. Yes, which are they? Kruti, cat, and Lucy. Correct. So, Kruti is a name of a girl, so it is a proper noun. Cat is a, here we don't have a name of a cat. We use cat for a generally, commonly. So cat is a common noun. But here we have a name of a cat, particular name. So it is a name of Lucy. So Lucy is a proper noun. So we underline Kruti. Then cat is a common noun. So we circle on the cat. And Lucy is also a proper noun. So we underline it. Okay. Next sentence. My birthday falls on 19th July. So how many nouns are there in the sentence? Yes, 2 nouns. Which are they? Birthday and July. So birthday is, we use birthday for generally, commonly, for everyone. So birthday is a common noun. And July is the name of the month. So it is a proper noun. So what will we do with the birthday? What will we do? Circle or underline? Yes, circle. Because it is a common noun. And what will we do with July? Underline or circle? Yes, underline, because it is a proper noun. Next sentence. My cousin will come on Sunday. Look here. How many nouns are here? Yes, 2 nouns. Which are they? cousin and Sunday. So cousin word is used for commonly, so it is a common noun, and Sunday is a name of a day, so it is a common noun or proper noun? Proper noun, right? So what can we do with cousin? It is a common noun, so we circle them. And with Sunday, what can we do with Sunday? Yes, underline. It is not compulsory that in each and every sentence there are more than one nouns, or each and every sentences has both kind of nouns are there in the sentence. It is not compulsory, just keep in your mind. Maybe in the sentence all proper nouns are there, maybe in the sentences all the common nouns are there. Let's see some examples according this possibility. Ravi lives in London. How many nouns are here? 2 nouns. Which are they? Ravi and London. Ravi is a name of a boy and London is a name of a city. Very good. So both are the proper noun. So keep in your mind that it is not compulsory in a sentence if there are 2 nouns are there, so they are, one is common noun and one is proper noun. It is not compulsory. Maybe both are the common nouns and both are the proper nouns. Here also both nouns are the proper nouns. So what can we do with the proper nouns? Yes, underline it. Let's underline the Ravi and underline also with the London. Okay, understand? Now let's see one more example about this possibility. I have new bag, bottle, colors and shoes. So how many nouns are there? There are 4 nouns, right? Which are they? Bag, bottle, colors and shoes. Correct? And they are all are common noun or proper noun? Yes, common nouns. So what can we do with the common nouns in this exercise? Yes, circle them. So let's circle on a bag. Let's circle on the bottle. Let's circle on the colors. Let's circle on the shoes. This is the way you have to attempt the questions according to the heading. And same exercise, this type of same exercise I have given in you a homework. Let's move on. Our new topic is the collective noun. What is the collective nouns? Collective means what? Collective means collection or group of the particular noun. So, group or collection. You have to remember only one name, group or collection. It is called the collective nouns. Okay? Whenever you find out the group of something, then you call with them a single word, and that particular single word is called the collective noun. Let's see the definition of the collective nouns. Sometimes we give a single name to a group of people, birds, animals, things, or places are called collective nouns. Or you can say nouns that name a collection of people, animals, birds, things, or places are called collective nouns. Means whenever you find out the group or the collection of particular things, some animals, things, anything else, then you can say, you can call them with a single word, and that single word is called the collective nouns. Let's see the definition with this chart. Collective nouns can be a person, a place, an animal, and a thing. Can be a group of people, places, animals, and things. How can we call them? If the collective nouns of for the people, a team of players, a choir of singers, a class of students, right? And how can we call the collective noun for the places? A range of mountains, a cluster of islands, a museum of art. Now, the animals group: a flock of birds, a pride of lions, a swarm of bees, and then things: a flight of stars, a string of beads, and we can say the string of pearls, a clutch of eggs. These are some examples according to the group of people, group of places, group of animals, and group of things. Now let's see more examples with the pictures. If you have one key, then you can say it is a key, but you have more than one keys in your keychain, then what can we call them? We can call them a bunch of keys. Just look at the picture, right? Next, if you pluck a flower, if you like a flower, if you have only one flower, then you can say I have flower, right? But you have a collection of different flowers, more than one or two, then what can you say? It is a bouquet of flowers. Means the group of the collection of flowers is called a bouquet. Now, next example: shoes. Whenever you will go to buy a shoes, you will always buy in their pair. Pair means both side, both shoes. So it is called a pair of shoes. Next example is a range of mountains. Means whenever you draw the natural scene in your drawing book, you not draw only the one mountain, you draw the 2-3 mountains together, right? So it is called the range of mountains. Look at the picture. It is the range of mountains. Let's see some collective nouns used for the different nouns group for the different nouns. First collective noun is a bunch. Flowers, roses and tulips. But we can prefer that for flowers we use bouquet word. Yes, the collective noun bouquet. But for whom we can use bunch word. Then let's see. Grapes of bunch, bunch of grapes, bunch of cherries, bunch of bananas, bunch of keys. Now moving on the next word. Next collective noun, crowd. Crowd of people, crowd of admirers, crowd of protesters, crowd of kids, crowd of reporters, crowd of shoppers. Flock. Flock words we generally use for the animals and birds. Flock of sheep, flock of birds, flock of geese, flock of pigeons, flock of gulls, flock of ganets. Next word, gang. Gang of criminals, gang of teenagers, gang of thieves, gang of youths, gang of workers. Next word is herd. Herd word is also used for animals. Herd of sheep, herd of cattle, herd of cows, herd of goats, herd of deer, herd of elephants. And then pack. Pack of cards, pack of cigarettes, pack of dogs, pack of hyenas, pack of lice, pack of wolves, and pack of hounds. These are the example of some collective nouns which are used for a different nouns when they are in a group or in a collection. I hope you understand all this topic properly. Thank you. Have a great day.